When you're ready to start a business, there's so much more to it than just filing paperwork. You need a business address, a website, a phone number, an operating agreement, basically a complete business identity. And Northwest Registered Agent helps you build all of that from day one. Northwest Registered Agent has been helping small business owners and entrepreneurs launch and grow businesses for nearly 30 years. They're the largest registered agent and LLC service in the U.S., with over 1,500 corporate guides, real people who know your local laws and can help you and your business every step of the way. Plus, your home address, personal email, and phone number stay private. No upsells, no selling your data. Don't pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for what you can get from Northwest for free. Visit northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD free and start using free resources to build something amazing. Get more with Northwest Registered Agent at northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD free.
This is Optimal Finance Daily. To be young, the best time to invest, by Jesse Cramer of bestinterest.blog. People entering the workforce face a mountain of new financial scenarios and face them in rapid succession. While they might choose to repay loans or buy cool gadgets, they also should consider that their younger years are simply the best time to invest. A real paycheck. I still remember the realization that real money would now be filling up my savings account on a bi-weekly basis. I had the extra cash to buy all those things I'd always wanted. Sweet. But simultaneously, real bills started showing up. Lame. Student loans, car payments, and monthly rent. And then there were the weekly groceries, my gym membership, gas, and utilities. I had no shortage of options and requirements to spend this new money. You are or were in a similar boat, I bet. A young person's personal finances are stretched thin. And did I mention an emergency fund? Despite all of these expenses, it turns out that your younger years are also the best time to invest in your retirement. I know it's lame. What 22-year-old wants to plan for being 60? But I hope that the following math, did this article just get more lame, will convince you. Meet Wallace. First, we have to think about how long a typical career might be. I'm going to assume that our average worker, Wallace, enters the workforce at 22 and retires at 62. That's 40 years of solid work. Next, we have to think about Wallace's retirement account and how it grows. Wallace is a simple man. He uses dollar cost averaging to buy S&P 500 index funds. He doesn't need an investment advisor to navigate the market conditions for him, and he doesn't try to time the market. Wallace has a long-term time frame. Some years will be great for Wallace. The stock market will boom in a bull market, and Wallace's investments will bloom. Other years will be bad. A bear market means sad Wallace. But these short-term rises and falls won't affect Wallace too much. Over time, historical data tells us that the market averages out in a positive way. The boom and bust volatility averages to a rate of return of 9% per year for Wallace's investment portfolio. The money Wallace invests on day one will have 40 years to grow at 9% per year. Year 20 money will have 20 years of growth, and so on. Well, how much more does the year 1 money grow than the year 2 money, than the year 5 money, than the year 20 money? Let's phrase these questions a different way. If Wallace doesn't invest in his 20s, years 1 through 8, how much growth did he lose? The answer to these questions involves compound interest. It's the idea that your money grows, and then the new growth grows, and then the growth's growth grows. Compound interest acts like a tree. Every new branch or growth sprouts off its own new branches. See Wallace's money grow. Wallace's year 0 money grows for 40 years at 9% each year. You might be tempted to think 40 times 9% equals 360% increase, but that's not quite right. That's simple interest. Instead, you should take 9% growth, or 1.09, and raise it to the power of 40. That's a 3,141% increase. Whoa! Each dollar that Wallace contributes at age 22 will grow to $31 by the time he retires. The money Wallace invests at age 22 will grow more than twice as much as the money he invests at 32. and more than 10 times as much as the money he invests at 52. Crazy. Note, this math does not take inflation into account. Why Wallace's 20s are so important. Here's another way to approach this question. If we add up the growth factors for age 22, 23, 24, etc., and then do the same counting down from 62, 61, 60, etc., we should find a point where we can say the first X years of Wallace's investment life are equally important as the final Y years. This happens for Wallace at age 29, after 7 years of investing. Wallace's first 7 years of investing contribute half of his final account balance. His final 33 years of investing contribute the other half. That's how significant the growth of his early years are. That's why your younger years are such a vital investment period. Another quick data point. Wallace's first year, which grows by a factor of 31.4, contributes an equivalent amount as his final 15 years, which only grow by factors of 1 to 3-ish. Before you cry foul, let's think about inflation quickly. If we assume a 3% inflation rate, then Wallace's real growth is only about 6% per year. In that scenario, Wallace's first 10 years have the same growth potential as his final 30 years. It's not as stunning as 7 versus 33, but it's still wild. Wallace could invest 10 grand a year from age 22 to age 29 and never invest again. And he'd end up with the same amount of money as another person who invests 10,000 a year from age 29 to age 62. Wallace invests 70,000 over 7 years. The other person invests 330,000 over 33 years. But they reach age 62 with about 1.9 million. That's my point here. Your youth isn't just a good time to invest. It's the best time to invest. And a comparison of historical market conditions backs me up on that claim. I missed out on the best time to invest. I know it's hard to invest early in life. All we want to do is pay off some debt, drive a decent car, have a roof over our head, and what the heck is wrong with having a little fun? We finally have the spending power we wished we had as kids. But keep in mind how valuable the early years can be to your retirement. You might say, I'm 40 and this post has me depressed. I missed out on investing in my 20s and 30s, and now I'm filled with regret. Stop. Don't worry about it. The past is immutable, and there's no time like the present. So you're 40 and have never invested a dime. That's okay. Your next 6 years, age 40 to 46, have the same importance as the 16 years after that, from 46 to 62. The same idea from before applies here. The best time to invest was 20 years ago, but the next best time to invest is now. You just listened to the post titled, To Be Young, The Best Time to Invest, by Jesse Cramer of bestinterest.blog.
The new year always gets people thinking about their finances, paying off debt, saving for a home or retirement. But only tracking where your money went last month doesn't actually help you get ahead. Set yourself up for financial success this year. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or laptop. Feel aware and in control of your finances this year and get 50% off your Monarch subscription with code OPTIMAL. Monarch is what I use. I love the automated tracking and clear projections. You can actually see yourself getting closer to your goals. Set yourself up for financial success in 2026 with Monarch, the all-in-one tool that makes proactive money management simple all year long. Use code OPTIMAL at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code OPTIMAL. Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company. Each one is expensive, overly complicated, and worst of all, none of them are connected. Now imagine a platform that could tackle all of your business management needs in one place. That platform you're imagining? It's Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on a single, simple, easy-to-use software, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo assists in accounting, marketing, inventory, HR, CRM, manufacturing, and everything in between through its user-friendly interface and open source applications. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive, disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple.
I love this article because it demonstrates the importance of investing now. The reason you need to invest right now is because compound interest is a beast when it comes to growing your wealth. And the best way to harness that beast is by putting it to work as soon as possible. I know when I was younger, I figured I'd start saving for retirement when I was making more money. But I didn't realize that a small amount of money invested very young can be even more powerful than a much larger amount invested later. Here's a fun way to visualize compound interest. Let's say there's a lily pad on a pond that doubles in size every day. By day 30, it'll completely cover the pond. On what day does the lily pad cover half the pond? Many people will say day 15, but when you understand compound interest, you'll know that the lily pad will cover half the pond on day 29 and then the whole pond on day 30. That's why most of us will spend a lot of time saving our first 100,000, but it's going to get significantly easier and take less time for each subsequent 100 grand. Compound interest is our friend, so don't delay and start investing today. And that'll do it for today. Have a great day and weekend, and I'll be back here tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.